Welcome juniors and junior parents. Welcome to the junior IGP meeting, the class of 2022. We're excited for you and for your next year. So we're going to be talking about some information for your senior year. My name is Miss Starcher. I'm the career counselor here, and this is just designed to give you some information. So when you go and meet with your individual counselors, you'll have all that information ahead of time so you can pick your classes for your senior year. So again, thank you so much for watching this video, and we're going to go over a lot of great information. Juniors, I know you probably know your counselors by now, but just in case, look at what your last name begins with, and that is the counselor who you will be having a meeting with. Just so you know, all the counselors will be doing appointments through Calendly, so make sure to schedule your appointment. Miss Jackson is the only one that you will be receiving letters ahead of time with an appointed meeting time. So you will get a letter in the mail from her, but the rest of them are going to be doing their meetings through Calendly. So make sure to pick a time, an appointment, so you can have your IGP meeting. Okay, in order to go from 11th to 12th grade, there are some requirements. You need to make sure you have 3 English, and those do need to be English 1, 2, and 3. You also need to have 3 math, 2 science, 2 social studies, and 6 additional credits. So just make sure you do have those. If you do not, you need to catch up on those. We do promote halfway through the senior year, so you will be listed. If you're still listed as an 11th grader come first semester, we can bump you up. It's the only year that we can bump you up to senior status in your second semester. So just make sure you have these requirements so you can be bumped up to the 12th grade. Now for graduation requirements, there are graduation requirements. You all know this, but just make sure that you are going to be good to go for graduation. There won't be any surprises. In order to get your diploma, you do need to have 4 English, 4 math, 3 social studies. Those are specific to government and econ, US history, and then 1 other, 3 science, a computer credit, a PE. Now PE can be PE, ROTC, or marching band with a PE credit. You also will need a foreign language or a CATE credit, which is a career class, a health credit, and then 6 other additional credits. So just make sure you do have all those credits taken care of so you will be good to go for graduation. If you're planning on going to a 4-year college, just make sure you do have these requirements. You do need to have 3 lab sciences. You need to have at least 2 units of the same foreign language. If you're planning on applying to College of Charleston or Clemson, they do require you to have 3 credits of the same foreign language. And you also will need to have 1 unit of a fine arts credit. So just make sure you do have those requirements. Those are what is required if you are applying to a 4-year school. Now, in our school district, we do have 2 recognitions. We have a gold seal and a seals of distinction. The gold seal is at graduation, you would get a gold medallion. In order to be an honor graduate or highest honor graduate, you have to have the gold seal. In order to get the gold seal, you need to complete at least 28 credits, and those credits are in 9th through 12th grade, including 16 core credits, which also includes your world language. You cannot have a grade below a C. If you do, you have to have a 4.2 GPA. You also need to earn 4 credits within a major. And again, if you want to be an honor graduate, you have to have the gold seal plus at least a 4.2. Highest honors will be gold seal plus at least a 4.5. Now we also have seals of distinction. This is something that's fairly new. We have an honors, college ready, career, and specialization seals of distinction. So just make sure to check out the course catalog. That will give you all the requirements for those seals. College applications. If you're going to be applying to a 4-year school, we usually recommend get your college applications done early. Most of the college applications are open up August 1st. So that way, try and do it while you're over summer so you're not doing your schoolwork and college applications on top of each other. So that will help reduce that stress level. Also, some colleges housing preference is based upon when the application is received or when the deposit is received. So that is something really good to know. And know your deadlines. Is it a rolling admission school or does it have a deadline? Because rolling admission schools mean once you send in your application, typically you're going to hear shortly after. If it's a rolling admission school, you'll have a better chance of getting in if you mail your application in early. Also, know the deadline. You don't want to miss that priority deadline because it will get harder and harder to get into that school. These are some things that we'll be going over with you next year, but just so you know, if there is a counselor form you have to print off once you do your application, just print that off and bring it into your counselor so we know to mail off your transcript. If there is no counselor form, under our school counseling Canvas page, there is a section for seniors, and you will need to click on a transcript request form. You just need to type in where you have submitted your applications, and that way we will go ahead and mail off your transcript. 3 tests that you might be taking this junior year are the SAT and ACT, and you'll have an option to choose one of those that you can take this year for free. That test is a requirement for your colleges. Some of the colleges are going to be possibly test optional next year like they were this year. We do not know yet. However, we do recommend you go ahead and take the SAT or ACT, and you do take them multiple times. The reason is a lot of the university scholarships are going to require an SAT or ACT. Our state scholarships require SAT or ACT score. So definitely make sure you still go ahead and take it, even if the college is registering as a test optional school. The WIN is a work skills test that you will also take in your junior year. The ASVAB is a great career assessment. You don't have to be interested in the military to take it. However, if you are interested in the military, you want to make sure you go ahead and take that. And junior year is when your score starts counting. So each military branch has a different entrance score based on how you perform on the ASVAB. So make sure to talk to military recruiters, find out what their minimum score is, so you can make sure that you're getting into that branch. Now, junior year, you definitely want to go and check out some colleges. Some colleges still have tours. A lot of them, if they have tours on campus, it is a small group and you have to make reservations in advance. Many of them have virtual tours, but definitely try and take a tour if they have it, just to help get a good sense of what that college is all about and what kind of feel that college will be. Now, if you are going to go on a college visit, if by chance it is during the school day, you can bring back a form stating that you were there. You'll have to get a form from the college, and that will be counted as a college visit day. So we definitely recommend take advantage of the college visits so that way you can see if it's something that you would be interested in, but try and also narrow down your search to 5 to 7 colleges that you will be applying to. Students, you all know this by now, but absences, it is crucial, okay? Remember to be present in your class, whether it's virtual or face-to-face. You are only allowed 6 absences. So if you go beyond that, you can possibly not receive credit. You don't want to do that. So please make sure you are there. If by chance you are going to be out, you make sure to bring in a note from a parent or doctor stating why you were out. It will not excuse the absence, but if you go beyond the 6 days and you've had documentation all along, we possibly will look at working with you on competency-based credit. But again, just make sure you're in class as much as possible so you don't have to worry about that absence time. So we're going to go just quickly over FAFSA and scholarships just to give you some information, but we will cover this again in your senior IGP next year. But just so you know, the FAFSA is a free application for federal student aid. You definitely want to make sure you complete that next year. It will open up October 1st because that is how you get student loans. It's how you get a work study on campus. It's how you can get the Pell Grant, and it's also how you can get some university scholarships. So it's really important to complete your FAFSA. And some aid is on a first come, first serve basis, so you want to complete that as close to October 1st as you can. Now again, don't go on prior to October 1st because it will open up for your year then. All students should fill it out. There is a website there that can even give you some more information. And you will need to create an FSA ID. One parent, one student will need to create it in order to complete your FAFSA document. So just make sure to complete it next year when it starts October 1st. Junior, something that you can do this year is take a look at our scholarship page under our school counseling canvas page. The reason for this is most scholarships come up the same time every single year. So that way you can scout out this year what came up for seniors. So you know next year, oh, that looks like a good scholarship. Okay, that one's always due the end of October. So make sure you can even write down on your calendar when scholarships will be due. But that way you get a good look to see what will be coming up next year. Now, we do have state scholarships if you are planning to go to school in South Carolina, and these are the state scholarship Palmetto Fellows, the Life for four-year college. We also have a Life for two-year college, the Hope Scholarship for four-year colleges, and lottery tuition. All of those scholarships we will go over next year, but just know that money is available. It also, you can find out some more information on those scholarships in the course catalog, and that way you can see how much money will be coming your way if you meet the certain requirements. Couple more things that you can do this year to help kind of plan for your next step. One of them is, if you have not yet, please go on to our Virtual Career Corner website. It is on Canvas, it's been on Facebook and our school site. That has all types of college videos, career videos. It even has a job board if you are looking for a job. That's where I post what companies are hiring. So please make sure to check out that Virtual Career Corner website. Also, make sure to join our school counseling page, because that's where we put all of our events for the military coming, for colleges that are going to be talking, and we will have several colleges that will be talking come spring specifically for juniors. So please make sure to start planning for your next step. All right, so let's just recap. So make sure you watch your attendance. Make sure you're still studying and working hard, because remember, the college is making a decision on 9th, 10th, and 11th grade year. So this is really a crucial year for you. Make sure now to start researching colleges and majors, especially over the summer. Start working on your college applications this summer. Become familiar with the scholarships. So check out our school counseling site and start completing that FAFSA next year as of October 1st. If you're interested in the military, talk to military recruiters. Check out that Virtual Career Corner site, and definitely join Facebook or Twitter by following our HHS School Counseling. Those are some great ways to stay up to date on events that are happening in your junior year.